Hello, listeners, and welcome back to the Skylight Books podcast series. You're here for another Better Than the Movie, which is the series where three booksellers get together with a talented guest to discuss movie adaptations of books. I'm your co-host, Justin Remer.
I'm Allan Traylor.
I'm Tyler Austin.
And today our talented guest is filmmaker and labor organizer, Paige Gresty.
Hello, everybody.
Woo, woo. And today we are discussing the adaptation Out on the wily, windy moors we rolled and falling green. You had a temper like my jealousy, too hard, too greedy. How could you leave me when I needed to possess you? I hated you, I loved you too. Bad dreams in the night.
I feel serenaded.
It told me I was going to lose the fight and leave behind my wuthering heights by Emily Brontë.
Damn.
Woo!
I feel like I'm on the moors being...
Yeah. I practiced those lyrics
called.
and I still forgot them about 8 in. Paige, tell us a little bit about why you brought us a Wuthering Heights.
First of all, thank you all for having me here. I brought Wuthering Heights, number one, because my partner René works at the store. He was on One Battle After Another, the podcast that you all did, and that was super fun to listen to. And we were just thinking ahead at this adaptation. And I did my undergraduate degree in the UK in English literature. So this is like a little bit of my culture.
A foundational text.
It's a foundational text,
Gonna
definitely.
need you to explain a lot of it to me.
And would you describe your relationship with René as Wuthering Heights like? Or
Oh my God, no. May that love never find me.
just doing a quick check for everybody
No,
involved.
no.
Good. We're good. Okay.
So, but I mean, what is your history with Wuthering Heights? Were you already Brontë-pilled before you were a literature student?
Oh, no, actually, I didn't read any any of the three Brontë sisters before I went to school in the UK. I feel like they kind of stopped teaching these books in school. I feel like at least when I was a kid, I didn't know anyone who read it in high school or anything like that. But then when I was there, a lot of my undergraduate degree in English literature, we looked at 19th and 20th century English in particular literature. And so this sort of Victorian framing narrative with, an unreliable narrator, it's like very much in the tradition of what I was learning there. And so I read Jane Eyre and Wuthering Heights as an adult, actually, and really from like a textual, literary perspective as opposed to like this grand romance that I think a lot of teen girls read it as.
Well, also, yesterday we're discussing the Emerald Fennell film adaptation, but yesterday I watched the 1939 Laurence Olivier Merle Oberon. And like that one, yes, if that's what you think Wuthering Heights is, then I could see why you're like, yes, it's this grand romance and there's star-crossed lovers. But that's not the book.
Yeah. No, it is if you cut it all out and you make that your movie. Yeah.
It is if you read like 5 to 10 pages of it.
And if you confuse the characters and just end up merging them together, then you get that movie.
Yeah.
Clearly, we have some feelings about the new adaptation. What about you guys? Did you have any history with Wuthering Heights? Because this is my first time reading the book.
I'm like fairly allergic to any period piece.
Really?
Yeah, just in general. It's very much against who I am as a person. But
well, that's what we call. You're such a futurist.
yeah. Me and Elon Musk.
Yeah.
My good friend Musk.
And if there's no kung fu, that's the only kind of period piece you.
Honestly, it will only be elevated by kung fu. Personally, but yeah, I don't know. I struggle with text like this because if it doesn't have some driving catastrophe or something to anchor the characters around, it's just interrelationship stuff, and I get kind of bored by that. I still respect this novel, but like it is very much not my kind of thing at all.
Romance.
Yeah, romance.
Okay.
It's not a romance, according to some very, very angry people. It's not a romance.
It is not a romance. That's true. Just the concept of love is foreign to you, is what you're saying.
Sure, if you want to dilute it to that, sure.
I'm sorry. Not to be not to cross-examine you on this one. Just trying to pin you down.
Just not compute for sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, I read it in high school. It was like a summer reading thing, and my parents came home multiple times from work to find me asleep with this book on my face because I just could not get there with it. As a 16-year-old, it was just not really hitting for me. Pride and Prejudice I could get into, like the other ones it was a Brit Lit class specifically, but this was just, it felt like such a crazy one to assign as summer reading where like I was really tough. So revisiting it now, I have much more of an appreciation for it than I did 20 years ago. So that's good. But that's my history with it.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. Yeah, I've never been allergic to these kind of stories in general. I think
it's got to have some horror element or something for me.
I don't know. There are ghosts.
There are ghosts.
Yeah, but not enough.
All right. Not enough.
Not enough. They don't do anything.
Ghost to Page. There has to be one ghost per page.
It's very subtle on the page.
Give put some Cenobites in this thing.
You should have put Slimer in this, I guess. All right.
Give this to my man Barker.
Yeah.
And it's so subtle in the new movie that there are no ghosts.
Yeah.
Or characters, really. We'll get into it.
We can't help but get into it. But just to hang up that thought real quick, I think when I was like 14, I saw the Sense and Sensibility that Emma Thompson wrote and Ang Lee directed. Mm-hmm. And I was like, this is great. This is funny. This is like really well done. So like I've kind of never had that like, what would you call it, chick lit allergy that some folks have.
So he's better than
for the
your
record,
own.
I did not say that.
No. And that's
you
why
looked right at me.
That's
I'm just making sure I did not say that.
Some people in this room right now.
No. Yours obviously was definitely more sort of like about being a period piece or like a different time. That's like less.
You don't like a broader thing. You can't even you don't like anything that doesn't take place right now.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay,
I didn't say that at all.
That's kind of what it sounded like.
No, that's what you took from that.
I'll let it go.
Mm-hmm. I doubt it.
What if they added some steampunk though? What if it was like
I hate steampunk too.
Wuthering Heights and steampunk.
I really hate steampunk.
Wait, did that guy ever
that we can agree on, brother?
Yeah. Did that guy who did like what was it like Pride and Prejudice and Zombies? Did he ever do anything with Wuthering Heights?
Oh my God, please don't.
I feel like they did one, right?
I don't think of Wuthering Heights. Maybe of like Jane Eyre.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, yeah, because if you added like zombies or like if you added a monster to Wuthering Heights, it wouldn't really upset things that much. I feel like you wouldn't really.
It would still be Jacob Moor.
Yeah, it would still be. Well, maybe you had a Frankenstein.
Yeah.
There we go.
Toss a couple Frankensteins in there.
There is the moment when he breaks the chair in the movie, and I was like, was this his first day off of Frankenstein?
Yeah.
Because he
moving. Couldn't turn it off.
He had a little bit of, I thought he had bolts in his neck.
Well, he's like the lankiest person in the fucking world.
I know. He would really struggle in Victorian England.
Yes.
Like, there's no way he would fit in any of the houses.
Yes.
So, like, as far as the Brontes go, though, like, Paige, do you have other, like, preferences? Like, is Emily the one, or do you prefer Anne or
Charlotte?
I love Jane Eyre, and I love Wuthering Heights. I have to be honest that Anne, I have not read her work.
Sure.
My bad. Anne.
Hey, I don't think she's currently in our fiction section anyway. It's just Charlotte and Emily, so there you go.
Yeah. But what I like is like this Victorian element, this Gothic sort of like element that they share between them. They both like, they weren't particularly educated like formally, and they're just like these women who are like holed up in the same house in separate rooms, like writing these like freaky books where they're, there's always someone in the attic who's kind of crazy. Like, who was crazy in their attic? Was it Anne? I don't know. Like,
yeah, I didn't do a lot of like research or whatever, but I noticed that there was definitely like Charlotte trying to soft pedal Emily, kind of like being like. It's like she didn't know what she was doing when she wrote Wuthering Heights. Like, she didn't mean it.
Damn.
She was just like, let me try to write a story.
Yeah.
She didn't mean this very pointed thing.
Sure.
that is the novel. Anyhow, yeah. Let's get into the meat of it. Let's talk about this story. Let's talk about this adaptation. Do you want to take the reins, Tyler, story-wise?
We have an expert here, so I think like maybe I'll let Paige lead.
Where should I begin? Should I set the setting? Should I talk about the class politics, the race politics, the gender politics?
I mean, we could talk about like how we enter. We could even just talk about how we enter the book versus how we enter the movie.
Oh yeah, well,
because they're quite different.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is like this sort of like framing narrative is common in this type of literature and this time period. Like you see with Frankenstein, for example, this sort of framing narrative where you have someone reading a text to another person. So it's like almost 2 levels removed from the start. So we start the book with Mr. Lockwood, who has rented Thrushcross Grange from Heathcliff and is journeying up from London to the north to spend the winter there. Why is he going in the winter? It's beyond me. It's like cold as hell. But he stops first at Wuthering Heights, where Heathcliff is the sort of landlord manager, who he finds to be very confusing.
I wonder why.
Yeah. And kind of standoffish, not very welcoming of guests, which was, counter to sort of his understanding of the culture of the North, which is generally more friendly than the South. And that he sees that there are 2 people in the house who are young, that Heathcliff is very rude to and dismissive to, one of whom is his daughter-in-law, who he seems to have no care for, as well as this sort of like aged servant named Joseph, who is just, what a character. And he stays for the night because it snows, and he goes upstairs. He tries to find a room. They won't let him, but he ends up staying in this room that everyone, ignores. And in the night, he reads the diaries of Kathy Linton, the young diaries of this young girl talking about her relationship to Wuthering Heights and to Heathcliff as children. He learns a lot about sort of the dynamics in the household. And when he falls asleep, Kathy's ghost visits him and knocks on the window and says, "Heathcliff, let me in." And he's like, "Fuck no." And she tries to punch through the window, and he like cuts her arm on the glass. She's like bleeding everywhere. He's like screaming. Heathcliff comes in. He's like, "Kathy, come to me." And Mr. Lockwood is like, "I gotta get the fuck out of this house." And so he goes the next morning to Thrushcross Grange to stay there, where he becomes ill from being in the cold, and he meets Nellie, the former servant landlady of Wuthering Heights, where she begins her sort of story of everything that has happened in the 30 years previous.
And also, like, the like rental property of Thrushcross Grange is like much nicer than Wuthering Heights. So it's almost weird that the landlord Heathcliff is like, I'm going to live in this shitty place. Force all these people to live in this shitty place with me. Yeah. Actually, it's
how he feels inside.
Yeah, I know.
It's pathetic fallacy.
In the 1939 one, there is so they keep Mr. Lockwood in the 39 movie. There is actually like that scene is really good of him walking in and just everyone in the house like looking at him like, "Why did you come here?
Yeah.
What do you expect from us?
Stupid? Yeah.
Inhospitable.
Yeah. But yeah, Nellie Dean.
Mm-hmm.
Nellie Dean, the real narrator of most of the novel.
Yeah. Quite confusing to my flu-addled brain listening to it when it switched narrators. I was quite confused.
It's no longer the diary, and you're just being,
Anyway, sorry.
So very different than the opening of the film. Mm-hmm. I think we can all agree. What was everyone's reaction to the little bit cheeky opening of this film?
You mean the guy getting hanged and then coming in his pants?
Yeah. It's a little bit naughty. This ain't your great grandmother's Wuthering Heights.
And in case you missed the connection, it starts with black.
Yes,
and
it's
you
over
think
black.
it's someone having sex.
Yes, yeah. Which I knew
and then cut to
I knew what the first scene was going in, and then when I heard what it sounded like, I just got so mad.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn it, this sucks.
Yeah.
But yes, and then like a little boy goes, he has a stiffy.
Yeah.
And then a nun's mad.
Nasty boys.
Nasty boys.
Nasty.
But secretly, the nun likes it.
She kind of was like,
she's like, oh, she's titillated.
interesting. Ooh.
Wait, is Emerald Fennell Catholic? Do we know? Is that
I
is
don't-
that why she's foisted this upon us?
No, she's actually like a very wealthy person who grew up in like one of these manor houses.
That's probably why all the wealthy elites are treated with softball.
Yeah, and it's every one of her movies. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
poor people actually are really mean to rich people.
Yeah.
That's the conclusion of every single one of her movies.
Yeah. And ethnic maids are like secretly just evil.
Yeah. It's pretty great. Like, it's such a weird choice to be like, Hong Chau's going to be Nellie.
To
Yeah.
continue to whitewash Heathcliff and then make
And then be like,
your
we're actually colorblind
fully
casting
vilified Nellie.
Nellie.
The
and,
only man.
And
it
kind
pissed
of
me off so
Edgar
much.
on some level of like.
I agree.
Yeah, like they're both
Yeah.
pretty vilified, and it's like,
Yeah.
we're going to go with the people of color as the villains.
Brutal.
It's tough.
So I was,
tough
I
look.
was pretty mad during that.
But Hong Chau's.
She's great.
She's good in
always
everything. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
It's colorblind casting.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a we're doing a Bridgerton. Get out the way. It's sort of a vibe. But everyone, those people, they're all bad in the
Yeah.
movie. They all are conspiring against her.
Yeah.
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 I'm gonna lay back for most of this because I feel
'Cause
like
you're with that.
I feel the heat coming from this side. So
I don't trust. There are some things I will say that are positive about the film. I won't
I
say
also
it's
have
all
some positive
Yeah,
things.
I will.
I think it looked fantastic.
Yeah.
I think there were some moments with Jacob Elordi, but I'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
So what is the story that Nellie tells? So the book has 2 volumes
Yeah.
Yeah.
of the history of Heathcliff getting fucked over and then fucking people over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the movie
Sort of romance is kind of repeating.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah, just imparting generational trauma onto
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
and the movie titly is like, we're just not going to worry about volume
Yeah.
2 where his plan kind of comes to fruition and you see that he's like a Shakespearean villain as opposed to
Exactly.
like a dashing romantic lead with some feelings.
Yeah.
That's I will say I keep talking about the 39 movie. I will say that Olivier's Heathcliff at least does have a little bit of like, oh, there's some like demon in him, as opposed to just him being like dark and brooding. It's whereas I think Jacob Elordi, it's like he's had a real rough and tumble existence, and he's a real rough and tumble guy to meet it. But he's not a demon. He's a romantic.
Yeah, he's just a little broken pet boy.
Yeah.
Broken
There's-
pet boy that loves his captor.
Sorry.
So sorry. Continue.
There is one moment where I saw the demon in him, which is like, I don't want to, maybe we'll go to the later in the adaptation, but there was one moment where he says to Kathy, like, when he finds out that she's pregnant, like, and you thought that would stop me, like, it would have only made me enjoy it more. And I saw something in his eye, I was like, that's Heathcliff, like, right there. And that was obviously nowhere in the book. Like, that whole, we'll get into it later, but, like, I saw it in him in that moment, and I felt redeemed in his performance from that, because I could tell that, like, it was in him. I just don't know that the text of the script he was performing was there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the script failed all these great actors.
I mean, at a certain point, the script is just kind of like, if you read Wuthering Heights a certain way, there's probably some fucking between the lines. I'm just going to make that explicit and, like, for 15 minutes straight, fucking.
Yeah. Him eating her out in the rain was, I mean, I looked over at Renee and he was laughing.
You mean the fucking montage?
Yeah, the fucking montage.
It's really quite something.
With Charlie XCX playing in the, like,
God damn it. Yeah. God damn it.
just as Emily Brontë intended.
Only Sofia Coppola can do something like that, damn it.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty much.
I love how I forget the exact context, but it's like they talk about how, like, when they would play and that there was this area in the crags that was like their fairy cave, and I love that the movie's version of that is like the fairy cave is where she plays with her own fairy cave. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah.
Good job.
I'm not gonna clap. No, that was good. Well, yeah. So it kind of starts with them as kids, right? And kind of like we get a sense of their dynamic as children through
indoctrination.
Yeah.
Well, and also,
Cruelty.
so in the book, Kathy has a brother who fucking hates Heathcliff, and so while
because his dad likes him a lot more.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So while the father's benevolent in the book, Hindley is a real pill. Yeah. And
well, they merged father and son.
well, that's what I was going to say.
together,
So then in the movie, they're just like, we'll say she had a brother who died, whose name was Heathcliff, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Why on
Yeah,
earth?
I was like, I swear I don't remember that from the book, but okay.
And then they just made the father who has the moment of charity to be like, I'm going to adopt this like
Foundling.
You never got drunk and adopted a young boy,
Who was being
a young
But then
ward.
later-
street or something.
but then later resented him for the rest of his life. Like,
I
Yeah.
love the kind of subtle writing where someone screams, "I'm the kindest man in the world," and then beats their adopted son. I just think, to me, that's music. I don't know. What else?
Pretty subtle, yes.
I don't know.
God
Call
damn
me
it.
crazy. I just think it's pretty good.
The young actor who played young Heathcliff was really good. Like another
I thought he was
like
pretty good too, yeah.
like wasted opportunity because I was like, I believed him. I was like, I believe you, little boy. Like, I believe you would die for Kathy.
Little tall boy.
That's the kid from Little Tall Boy. He's gonna have a huge growth spurt. They should have shown him at 13 when he was like 6'4".
And I mean, I don't like criticizing like juvenile actors, but I will say it seemed like the person who was playing young Kathy was instructed to be more like Annie, like from the movie Annie or something.
Yeah.
Like you're like a Muppet.
Yeah.
It's just weird. I don't know.
Yeah,
It just
sort of
feels-
cartoon, awful British child.
They just were like, get us the blondest, blue-eyed child.
Yeah.
Who looks anything like a young Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas the boy is the kid from Adolescence.
Yeah, and he's amazing.
Who won like an Emmy and a Golden
Yeah.
Globe and like clearly is a really good actor.
Yeah, and he's from the area as well,
Oh,
so
that
his
makes sense.
his accent was realistic. Because Jacob, I love you, but it was a little bit off.
Well, it's like two Aussies, right?
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
Hollywood is wild.
Yeah. Look, I'm going to do I'm going to dive deep on the meaning of that first scene, which is that I think from pain comes pleasure. And correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, I mean, that's the thesis of ours. That's why we've talked so much about Clive Barker, because we just want people to understand from pain comes pleasure.
Very true. Clive must love this book, I'm sure.
Sex equals death.
Sex
equals death.
I swear, is it a little death? Is that a thing? Is that a phrase that people are aware of in
No, I've
terms
never
of
heard that before.
human orgasm? I don't know. Okay. So it is just this like, basically they're like, and from that moment on, they were both sadists, psychosexual sadists.
Yeah.
They both saw the same hanging where the man came in his pants, and from that moment on, the only way they could enjoy love was if they hurt each other.
Yeah.
Boom. Movie.
Also a little tussle in the barn.
No,
Well, with Joseph, a different Joseph altogether.
very different
A pretty,
Joseph.
like, handsome Joseph.
A handsome, non-Bible
He's
thumping.
pretty kind.
Yeah.
In general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least comparatively, yeah.
Yeah.
So I know we'll jump slightly ahead to that moment, which made me so annoyed in a way that I can't even really. Because again, the way that the movie is pitched is just like this. It's kinky, Wuthering Heights, BDSM, 50 Shades of Grey.
It's like Disney Channel.
Wuthering Heights.
Yeah.
Well, and literally, like, so our main characters in no way ever engage with that. Like, they have no, like, it's like fingers and mouth are the hot
He
stuff.
lifts her up
Yeah,
by
mostly
her
mouth
Oh,
butt.
he curls her.
Yeah.
He bicep curls her.
Yeah,
It's so
that
crazy.
is true.
I was like, "There's
Puts
no
me
way
down.
one man could." That's impossible. It's crazy.
I don't know. He's pretty fucking lanky,
Is
dude.
he?
Maybe.
But is he buff? He's like spindly. Like he
Yeah, I
doesn't look.
guess.
Like that's crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
But so like the
To have no wobble, too? I don't know.
exactly.
Yeah,
Just
just
like,
like,
I can hold you here all day, all day. It's crazy.
There's nothing I wouldn't do for you, Cathy.
I'll hold you like this from
Catherine.
the corset forever. But
That was
like,
pretty good.
Oh,
we're
thank
get-
you.
it's not bad, yeah. But like we get her watching these two characters like engaging in again like kind of again like role play-y, sexy stuff. But it's like the suggestion. It's really like a microcosm of the entire film, which is like the kinkiest it gets is at times they brush up against like leather and chains and stuff, and then the second he like puts a harness on her and they have like crazy sex, Heathcliff comes in and like hovers Kathy's eyes and is like, "You cannot ever see this." Much to say to us, the audience, like, "You'll never actually see that," and then we don't, and then the movie never really does anything like that again. And it's supposed to be like,
well, she forces her husband to do the
like
handcuff.
because he's breathing on her neck.
Play.
Oh, right, okay. Which, it was, But anyway,
he's
it's like
oh my, Catherine. This is what from behind, Catherine.
I don't know if I have
Simply
heard of such
not.
a thing. It's improper. It is like from that point on, like the lightest suggestion of it, and then never again. And
Truly,
it's just such a like either commit or don't, Emerald.
Well, the
Commit
dog
or
collar.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
the
is
dog
actually
collar.
the other big moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even that
But
is like,
it's sort of not treated sexually, but it kind. It's
and then
very
she has to
confusing, that scene.
tell us like she's into it.
Yeah, because she
Yeah,
winks. She's like, "It's cool. It's fine."
I am home. Yeah. So anyway,
I do love the scene immediately after that. It just cuts to her in the chair being like, "What the fuck do I make of all this?" She's just like sitting there being like, "Oh my god, do I help her? Does she want my help?
I think I gotta just forget about that.
I gotta get a new job."
It's like, boy, I cannot be around this place anymore. They are doing weird stuff up here.
Well, and actually in the movie, Nellie isn't a servant exactly. She's a ward also.
Yeah.
So it's not the same dynamic as in the book when Nellie is 100% a servant. That's her job. She has the like people of each house commanding her.
And they also in the movie give her that like a friend scorned backstory where like she was like her pet
Heathcliff,
/ friend until Heathcliff showed up. So it's like
yeah.
once he shows up, like I have to undermine this connection at all costs. And it's like, oh brother, oh brother.
Yeah, the changing of like relationships to like wards and things.
Yeah.
I guess that's just because of, I don't know.
Oh yeah, like
because
even
Isabella.
yeah, it's his
Yeah.
ward in the movie, but it's his sister in the book.
Yeah.
And it's like, why make it more incestuous and less incestuous at the same time? I'm very confused.
Again, especially if you're like, we're doing the crazy, fucked up version of Wuthering Heights, and it's like, but the incest
Like,
is
why
gone.
make Isabella a ward if he's not going to have some weird like possession over her? Or I don't know. I just didn't understand. The choice.
Well, and so I guess plot-wise, like we spend a lot of time with them as kids, and like Hindley not liking Heathcliff and all that stuff, and then basically when they're older, the Lintons move in next door at the Grange. I'm not even going to try to say the first part of it.
Thrushcrosh.
Thrushcrosh. The great, and it's like that's
a
neighbors.
town in Wisconsin, right? Thrushcrosh Bagosh.
Yeah, Thrushcrosh Bagosh. And they make lovely overalls, as far as I understand.
And cheese.
And so like that becomes a big sort of inciting moment of like they're gonna have in the movie. It's like we have neighbors, but like intrigue in the moors, and so like this family moves in, the Lintons, and it's like Ledgar, Isabel, and their parents are there as well.
Yeah.
Right? In the book, at least not in the movie.
They're children when they move in. They're not adults. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And like in the book, it's essentially like they're kind of like, let's go like check them out, and then their dogs like are sicked on Heathcliff and Catherine, and basically like. After that happens, they're like, "Oh, we've got to take care of the young lady, and you get the fuck out of here."
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Right. Well, and maybe this
For
is
not racist reasons.
get out of here to talk about this sort of, if you want to start on the sort of racial component that this movie has foregone completely.
Yeah. I mean, the Nellie in the novel is an unreliable narrator, and one of her biggest blind spots is Heathcliff, right? Like from the beginning of her recounting to Mr. Lockwood, she describes him as like a devil, like a demon, a monster. And throughout the book, everyone is referring to him as like dark-skinned, like another, someone from somewhere else. He doesn't look like us. And definitely like Nellie is racist to him, for sure. I think Hindley, maybe, I don't know, he's more jealous than anything. And the Lintons, for sure, are racist to him.
Yeah.
And so his hatred of the Lintons and of Edgar of Nellie and the whole situation, I was very motivated by racism in the book from my perspective.
Yeah, same. Pretty justified, I would say.
Yeah.
And then Emerald Fennell said that the cover of the copy of Wuthering Heights she read had Heathcliff, who looked just like Jacob Elordi, and that's why she cast him.
She's real smart.
Yeah, she's super smart.
I mean, there's a lot of things. So I'll try not to keep dwelling on it, but I do like having watched the 1939 Wuthering Heights. I think there's a lot of visual stuff she's pulling from that, because I feel like the Isabella in her film looks a lot like the Isabella in the 39 film. Jacob Elordi is styled very much to look like Olivier's Heathcliff, and like. A lot of people said like she's a very good music video director. It's like if you're going to be that into the aesthetics, then it's like you really do have to back it up with like something more thematic here. Like cool.
What about a room made of skin?
Jesus fucking
Oh my
Christ.
god! I genuinely.
What about a
blotted
room made of skin?
Blotted that out.
Of your freckle on your back, specifically.
I'm sorry, I saw it last night. It is very fresh in my mind.
Having also said it is the visuals of this film are so thuddingly obvious that on multiple occasions I broke out into laughter in the theater. I truly was like, I cannot. The moment when their father in the movie, who kind of has the arc of the brother of becoming a drunk gambler, is dead, and they cut to the shot with the mountains of bottles behind him.
It's like, we get it, dude.
Laughed for a minute straight. I could. It's truly insane. The way that it is shot, it's crazy.
It is, yeah.
Those bottles looked AI to me as well.
It did,
They
really
didn't
did.
feel like props in the room.
Yes, that
Same
is
with
a
her,
very
like,
good point.
billowing cape when she's about to get married. That looked really fake for some reason.
Yeah.
I actually was kind of into that. I was. Into
I liked
the
it as
cave,
an idea, but it
like,
looked fake to me. I don't
The
know.
wedding night dress was more egregious to me. The saran wrap.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
That was well. It's like the veil is so tight on her face, like she's like gonna suffocate, or like I think she's maybe feels trapped.
No.
Again, I don't. Just throwing it out. I don't know.
No.
Maybe I'm wrong.
she's
I don't
really excited to marry.
So,
He's like, so pumped about it.
so one of the facile thematic things that Emerald Fennell does is she draws parallels to Romeo and Juliet.
Yes.
Because there's a moment where where she's
I did think that scene was funny.
where I mean the describing of Romeo and Juliet, that's a funny scene. But there's
in
like
what way? In that it's so poorly done.
There's like-
that it's hilarious.
there's a
Kind
scene,
of, yes.
Yeah, I mean, okay, good. All right, good. Same page then.
There's a moment that's kind of key in the book and in the movie too, where basically Catherine is like, you know what, I'm going to marry Edgar Linton. He's such a great guy to be around, and he's fucking rich.
Fucking loaded.
And it just so happens that Heathcliff is listening, and depending on the version, like maybe Nellie sets her up and is like, yeah, but what about Heathcliff? You really have a connection with him. And she's like, yeah, but he's going to be fucking poor. We'd be real fucking poor if we were together. So Heathcliff takes that really well
yeah.
and becomes a pirate or something.
Something. Comes back with an earring and some money.
Yeah, he does.
We have no idea why. And conveniently, he doesn't hear the part where she's like, I am Heathcliff. We are made of the
Yeah.
same. He
Yeah,
is
yeah.
my forever love.
Yeah.
I am forever tied to him.
So
I love
that-
him more than anything.
Yeah.
That's
I wish
the-
you could hear this.
That's the Romeo and Juliet aspect,
Yeah.
I think, because it's like,
I mean,
if
this
only-
movie is Romeo and Juliet.
If only
right?
he had heard the
Absolutely.
part. If only he had heard the part where like she actually spoke her heart.
Yeah.
Instead of talked about practical things like I don't want to be fucking poor.
Yeah.
Which
Well-
maybe that's her heart too. But anyhow.
And again, I'm trying to connect dots here. I don't know, like kind of Romeo and Juliet, sort of doomed lovers. And I feel like there's a moment when they're kids when one of them's like, "Oh, I'll do this every day for you," and then she goes, "Well, then I guess we're doomed." So I kind of feel like maybe they're doomed lovers.
Yeah, maybe.
yeah.
Oh,
It's
that's
like a-
smart. That's
You know,
smart.
That's probably why that dialogue was
jazz
there.
hands, jazz
Yeah.
hands.
That's probably why that dialogue was there.
That dialogue, I feel like I'm just really trying to dig into the subtext of this
Yeah.
thing. I really want to rip into the guts and find out what was Emerald thinking about. And so,
Well, what
Was that in the that was towards the end in the fan cam montage that closed out the film?
So no, to remind because it's in
they
the beginning.
they went back to that
but then
scene
they
of the
went back,
yeah.
just to remind you, just in case you
Wait,
forgot.
was there actually shit in the credits?
No, like at the end, in
right
like the
before
long montage
okay,
where you
okay.
see the whole movie that happened just
Right.
just
Oh, yeah,
just
yeah,
now.
yeah, right,
and then they
right,
cut
yeah,
to
yeah.
them as little kids, and he's like,
Yeah.
"I will love you forever."
Remember?
Or whatever.
Then
yeah.
I suppose we're doomed.
Yeah.
And then it's just to really put that
Yeah.
cherry on the top of the sundae. Make sure you remember.
ChatGPT, how do I close out this film?
They should have used. Good answer.
And can you generate some bottles? In the-
Old-looking bottles.
yeah, big green bottles.
Big pile, sky-high bottles.
I want it to look like Moulin Rouge in the background.
Honestly, I've been telling everyone who I've seen after watching this movie that it is like it's like a Baz Luhrmann. There's a little Yorgos. There's a little Barbie. But it's as if the person putting it together had lead poisoning. It's like there's just not a thought in the head of the person who just vomited these visuals up onto the screen.
Yeah.
Another example.
I beg to differ because instead of a caged bird, we get a caged little lamb or something.
Oh yeah.
So it's nice,
Well,
deviates from the classics.
That's true. To follow up on that, because this is the moment I've also been describing to people because it made me climb the fucking walls, is literally at that point she's just been given a doll that was crafted with her own hair that was placed inside of a dollhouse.
I thought that scene was really funny,
And then
too.
I believe in the same room there is the lamb under like a taxidermied lamb under glass, and it's like, how many visual metaphors do we need that she is like a doll in a house, like she is a plaything?
I will give the scene credit for the dollhouse within the dollhouse within the dollhouse.
That was
I thought that was really funny.
That was actually pretty good. Well, that was also the moment that really broke me in terms of like Emerald Fennell trying to match like period dialogue, is when Isabella goes, "Your hair is so singular," and I was like, "That's crazy." That sounded awful.
Oh yeah, I forget what it was, but there was definitely like a section that was just straight up dialogue from the book, and I was like, "This feels wrong."
Oh yeah,
This
yeah.
feels like it
I
does not
remember that
belong in
feeling
this
too.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah. What scene was that?
It's the confession scene, number one. That's word for word. And then spoiler alert, she dies on her deathbed. That's also lifted from no. When she dies in the book,
Also,
what he says to her in that little rain place that they go to is like, if you broke your own heart, Kathy, or whatever. Like that's
the moment where Heathcliff hears her confession is also, it's twisted from the book version, and they omit a lot
It's kind of like the Joker
to
did
continue to vilify. Yeah. Yes.
It's a little twisted.
But yeah, that scene is also pretty. I don't know. It was like word for word, but they moved the meanings around and gave it to different people.
It is very true. But like the moment you start hearing dialogue from the book, you're like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
this isn't dog shit."
Yeah.
That was my reaction. But yeah.
Time passes.
Oh, yeah.
She's living like a lamb in a cage or a bird in a cage. She's a doll.
She's a doll.
she marries Edgar.
She marries
yeah,
Edgar.
she did marry Edgar.
She waits though. She does wait in the book for a year for Heathcliff to return when he leaves, and she is very heartbroken when he leaves.
Oh yeah,
which is the same in the movie.
Yeah.
There's the moment that one of our coworkers, Frankie, pointed out where it's like, again, Emerald trying to match the book's writing of like Margot Robbie being like, "You know how he likes to vex me." Which I was just like, oh man. I was set up for it, but then when you hear it, you're like, oh boy. And then again, another one of those just classic Emerald Fennell visual metaphors where she like pulls out to a wide and she's on the very edge of a cliff and there's a big drop. And like, oh no, what is she feeling right now? Like on the edge of the abyss because her partner is gone.
Could be on the precipice. No.
Precipice of something big. I don't know. But yes.
But then that partner comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gone for 3 years.
And he's got hella swagger.
That's what I was gonna say. He's got that earring. He's got the clothes.
He's
got
like,
the
oh, this
moolah.
thing, I've always had this.
He's got the gold tooth.
That's
the
true.
gold tooth comes
Yeah.
in. Yeah.
He's like, you know what? I'm gonna buy up
You know
Wuthering
what?
Heights.
Give me a limited series of what he gets up to get that
Yeah.
money.
Ooh, extended
Just
Wuthering
give me
Heights
6
universe.
episodes of getting that money.
Yeah.
That would be kind of sick. That sounds kinda-
He's doing something.
Heathcliff on the top.
Sort of like a succession, but
Yes.
Victorian succession. It's pretty good. Yeah, he returns triumphantly.
And basically is like, yeah, no, I knew you got married, so I'm here to talk to Isabella. I don't have a feeling for her. I just want to make you feel real damn bad because I feel real.
Yeah, I'm
damn
just super
bad.
into cruelty now.
Right. Well,
So-
so you could sort of argue that the first half of Volume 1 is Kathy sort of torturing Heathcliff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the tables get turned, and then he starts to take it out on her for saying she would. Well, in the movie, it's she would degrade herself to be with him.
Yeah.
And I think that's also in the book.
Yeah.
It sounds.
she says, yeah.
It would degrade. It would degrade me. So now
Did she
he's
say degrade me or degrade us? In some version,
us. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Edit that out.
That's why I was holding. I was like, I'm definitely going to cut this part.
Edit point. Mike Phil. Edit point.
Well, now I got to put it back
Now I
in
gotta
because it's
keep
so
it.
funny.
We're making so much hay out of it.
But in the book, it's kind of like quick, and like we get the sense that Isabella is not walking into this with open eyes. She is genuinely like, oh, well, I mean, he's a sweetie pie. He's a dark lover. He's great. I'm way into Heathcliff. He's way into me. But in the movie, so this is one of
Oh,
the
she's
turns.
under that spell,
This
baby.
is one of the turns that
Do you wish to continue?
can
Do I have your consent?
This Heathcliff is like
He's
a woke
pretty cool
Heathcliff.
about
Yeah,
consent, yeah. He's like, I'm going to torture you. Are you cool with that?
Yeah, like-
She's like, huh? Yeah, sure.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Is I liked that turn that she does enter into it with eyes wide open. She just doesn't understand the full ramifications, I guess, of this, and then they're
I
kind
did think
of,
that scene was fun. It's very wrong and stupid, but it was kind of a fun scene.
It's one of the more lively moments in it
Yeah.
because so much of it is fucking inert.
Yes.
It's like actually something is happening.
and then they do have a moment where it's revealed that they're kind of co-conspirators in fucking with them.
Yeah.
And I liked that
In the
conceptual. Yeah,
In the
in the
movie.
movie, and then I liked that conceptually as a swerve.
No follow-up,
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I feel like she didn't develop it enough,
Yeah.
and
it's like she's also sort of holding it over him that he can't read and write.
Yeah.
So it's like, is she even writing exactly what he wants? And she's like using it. It's like, you got to be nicer to me. So it's like, that's the only time they even remotely go there.
Yeah, and I would say that Isabella that actress is one of the only actors who seems to like have choices to make. Like everyone else is just sort of like brooding or crying. Like there's a little bit of, but like they're
It
so
feels like it's a character no one gives a shit about. So it's like, you can do whatever you want.
go
I don't
nuts.
care.
Like truly go nuts.
I
Like,
literally
it
don't
is-
care what you do in the scene. Do what you want.
Dude. But that was it's true.
I'm gonna wear a collar, okay? If you're gonna let me.
I'm barking. You're gonna think there's a dog in here, but it's me. It's me. It's crazy. It's really good. But I did like because I feel like that's a very famous moment, or like in the book, at least I always remember, like he's a devil, like when she's writing
Yeah.
letters to Nellie, and it's like, oh, we're gonna like reveal that they're again co-conspirators, and like he's telling her to write this to make Kathy jealous, but it's and
Which
then
is
like
kind of interesting.
It's
like
kind
you
of
said,
yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like, just fucking follow it up, dude. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah, because the moment, because to jump ahead a little bit, because like the moment he realizes that Kathy's sick, he's like, "Never mind, send her away."
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, there could have been something really nice
Something.
you could do.
Yeah.
Literally anything.
Like it's another thing.
You cut
too,
out half the fucking book, put something back in.
like even like not that there had to be more of a moment, but like even the moment toward the again when Kathy's sick, we're really jumping ahead, but like
Sorry.
I'm really jumping ahead. Where Edgar comes out and sees Heathcliff come up, knowing that she's gone, there is like the actor has such a nice like, I'm feeling devastated, and I know that you're even more devastated, and he's so empathetic in that moment, but like there's no room in the movie for that to exist.
He's
like it's like
sort of your friendly cuck.
your friendly
That's how the movie
neighborhood
treats
cuck.
him. Yeah.
yeah.
Not at all bad. He's just kind of like a pretty understanding dude.
I hear that's why
So
they
he can't be in the movie.
Get to the next Spider-Verse sequel is they're trying to work in Spider Cuck, and they just can't work it. They can't. He's your
can't
friendly,
figure it out,
friendly
yeah.
neighborhood cuck. You know,
Yeah.
we're gonna figure it out. But yeah,
We'll workshop it.
Look, but yeah, that would be like a nice. There's like almost a nice moment there, and it like can't. It doesn't quite. It never connects in a way that
And it's her kind of cribbing from the second part of the book, actually. That dynamic of like co-conspirators writing fake letters that will influence the Linton house happens in the second part of the book. Yeah. And so it's like her way of kind of, I don't know, cheating that dynamic into the movie.
Yeah.
There's a lot of conflation in the movie that I don't really understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Why don't you explain it, Tyler? He was looking right at you. Why don't you explain it? Why did that happen?
Papa.
Sorry, this is it's not in the text, so I can't really.
Okay, cool.
Unfortunately.
Cool.
Yeah, we're kind of purists in that way. Like, we don't actually like adaptations. I don't know if you know that, Allan. We're opposed to them.
Movie-wise, right. Well, what did we skip?
Well, because that's the thing is there's no children in the movie.
Right.
And really what happens here is that Heathcliff fathers a child with Isabella who will become his way into like weaseling out the Linton fortune in the second half of the book. But that never happens.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Because in the book, Kathy dies in childbirth. In the movie, she loses the child and basically gets sepsis, and then eventually passes. And there's like a whole thing where like
blood is like running.
Oh my god! The leeches,
a pretty tasteful amount of blood.
Her like halo of leeches that have. I guess the leeches are so confused about the wallpaper that they just start trying to leech her skin wall.
Do you get it? It's like her skin.
It's like her skin. It's
do you
like
get it?
She's so much in the house that she's like a part of the house.
Yeah, do you get it?
I don't think I did.
Wait, one important point in the book and in the movie that we're skipping over is that Edgar does ban Kathy and Heathcliff from seeing each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Isabella and Heathcliff get married in both the book and the movie, and in both the book and the movie, he bans them. He's like, you guys can't. He becomes an unfriendly neighborhood cook.
He's much more strict in the book, though.
Yes, in the book, he's like, I'm gonna kill you. Like, I have some pistols.
Yeah.
Like, don't come to my fucking house, Heathcliff.
Yeah.
And in the movie, they're like, I don't know, should we just fuck on the down low? I don't know.
Like, fuck in his house at that point. Like, not only have you been banned, I'm going to fuck you on his table is what happens in the movie. Yeah. And she's like, oh, he is so good to me. And then he's like, I could kill him.
Yeah.
Do you mean it?
Would you mind?
Yeah, right. So they're banned, and then,
You have degraded us both. Sorry. Sorry, it's all so fresh in my mind.
It is really. It's coming out of you. I like it. I like this version of Allan.
To be clear, in the book, they don't have sex for people who haven't read it. Yeah. Well, maybe.
Do they even like explicitly kiss in the book? I feel like
they do.
Okay.
Right before she dies.
True.
Yeah.
Where he's like clutching her. Yeah.
Oh.
Right. And they might only have sex when she's dead.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
Which is, I mean, do you count that? I mean, even then it
counts.
I mean, even then it's opaquely written in such a way of like he embraced her body or something. It's not quite a
couple times actually.
Yeah, he picks her up twice.
Yeah.
Really crazy.
Tastefully.
But she can't do that in this movie because that's how she ended her last shitty movie. She'd be repeating herself. So she can't actually do the thing from the book that it would be in. It's crazy.
Kathy dies.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Kathy.
Yeah.
Gone too soon.
Yeah, but so I guess we should even talk a little bit about where the book goes then that's beyond the movie before we double back to the movie. So there's Linton Heathcliff, who is the child of Isabella.
Names, dude.
Isabella. Well, it doesn't help that it's the freaking last name of one person and the first name of the other.
It's really nuts.
So the child of Isabella and Heathcliff, which we'll call him. Oh my God!
Who's like
Mario?
Beetlejuice.
Who's like the wispiest boy that ever
He's a little
such a sickly child.
A sickly boy.
A streak of piss is what the British. That's what British people call little spindly children like that.
That's rude. Oh wow.
So mean.
And Kathy. Well, I guess so. Kathy Earnshaw is Catherine. And then Catherine Linton is
Edgar
the
and
child.
Kathy's child.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then,
Hold on, I have a chart.
yeah, it's right here.
There are family trees. in
So
this.
it's
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
young Catherine Linton.
Right, and then what?
Lin-
Hair. Oh, right.
Yeah, we
Hareton
have to talk about Hindley, her brother.
has a child, and then he dies.
Oh, right.
He dies surrounded by 2 mounds of
Yeah. Well,
alcohol bottles.
Well, also, first off, his wife
Frances.
shows up coughing.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
I was like, don't let the hubby know that I've got like 2 weeks to live.
Everybody's really sick for a lot of this book.
Yeah.
Like,
And they all die like pretty mysteriously.
yeah.
Well, when you look at the real Brontes, I think one of them lived to like 38 as like the oldest Bronte sibling child. Like the 2 older ones both died at like 10 and 11. I looked this up right before I came here. I think one of them, Emily, makes it to 30. Like only dies a year after this comes out, and then Emily makes it like 2 more years, and then like another sibling makes it to 38, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
People be dying of coughs in this time period.
Tuberculosis. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
there's a lot of-
coughing into handkerchiefs and then revealing blood.
Oh.
Yeah, that happens to every character in this book at some point.
Which in real life they think is they were drinking contaminated water because they lived so close to a graveyard. And that's why they all died of tuberculosis.
Really?
Yeah, that's like the theory, I guess.
For the Brontes?
For the Bronte kids, yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Tough.
That's
And then where do you put them? Back in the graveyard. It's like a
Yeah.
renewable resource, unfortunately. It's just a tuberculosis factory they had going. Unfortunately.
But in order to talk about the second generation of people, so Hindley, Catherine's brother, marries, the wife comes sick and then dies. And then they have a child called Hareton, who Heathcliff actually saves at one point because Hindley is so drunk he throws him off the stairs.
Right.
And Heathcliff saves him.
Like as a little baby.
Yeah, as a little baby. But Hindley grows up in isolation away from Thrushcross Grange and Kathy and little Kathy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He returns, and then I was like, who the fuck is this now?
Yeah.
Oh, he's back. Yeah. Which, okay.
Yeah.
Do you need the family chart again?
Yeah, because wait, so maybe you were better to describe what are the machinations of the kids now?
Okay, so Kathy, like the Margot Robbie Kathy, so the adult Kathy, she has a brother named Hindley. They are the Earnshaws. They live at Wuthering Heights. They're original inhabitants of Wuthering Heights. Heathcliff is the Papa Earnshaw's ward.
Found boy. Yeah.
Foundling. Then the Lintons are the neighbors. That's Edgar and Isabella. Isabella and Heathcliff get married, and they have Linton. It's annoying.
Yep.
And Catherine and Edgar have young Kathy,
right.
and then Hindley, her brother, has Hareton.
Right. And
Hareton stays at Wuthering Heights. Young Kathy stays at Thrushcross Grange,
Yes.
and Linton is sent away to London with his mom when she escapes Heathcliff.
oh, right, because she escapes, right?
Yeah.
Which is another huge change that like Isabella's not so into this. She's like,
Yeah.
I got to get away from this. I got to go to a really dirty city far away. And then at some point she dies,
She
and
gets
then Linton comes back.
Yes.
And with Heathcliff and Hareton, there's the thing where I think he respects Hareton's like strength, like physical strength, more than his own son, who's the waifish piece of shit.
Yeah.
Real bratty
The
kid.
Same thing that happened to him, basically. Yeah.
But because he is the child of Hindley, he can never you're my servant.
Yeah.
Like it's like sort of in his heart of hearts, which we can only see distilled through like Nellie's version of someone else's anyhow.
Yeah.
He probably is like Hareton is like a solid dude.
Yeah.
But I can never
Sucks about your birth, bro.
Yeah, I can
You're
never
a solid hang.
I can never give him anything. This guy's not gonna fucking learn to read. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
work in the stables, my friend, or
Well,
He-
so technically, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Because Hareton in the book technically inherits Wuthering Heights, right? But like
Yes.
Heathcliff's like, yeah, but I'm gonna run the place because you're a kid.
Hindley had mortgaged Wuthering Heights through his gambling debts to Heathcliff.
That's right. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Okay.
Which
so,
was part of Heathcliff's like machination. Like the whole second half of the book is Heathcliff's like, I'm laying a diabolical plan to make both the Lintons and the
They're all gonna
Earnshaws
pay.
like a plague on both your houses to be Shakespearean about it. I'm going to collect.
It is Romeo and Juliet.
I'm going to own everything and then I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, surely.
Yeah.
I will ruin them all. Yeah.
Right. So that's then because I'm trying to remember. Okay. Because the kids.
The second half is tough.
All these kids get married at one point or another, basically.
Well, like
Yeah.
it's essentially
Hareton, Kathy,
well, that's what I was gonna say.
yeah.
So there's like a millisecond of a moment where Kathy meets Hareton is kind of like he's kind of cool, and then realizes that kind of technically like he's your cousin, but technically he's kind of like not
They're all
on your
first
level.
cousins, kind of. Yeah.
Not on your level.
Yeah.
So then she's like, oh, well, fuck him and his illiterate ass.
Yeah. These cycles must
History
always
repeats.
repeat.
Even though it's like, hey, you got along great for like those 4 hours before you knew.
Man, but he's so low born. You know?
She's also young. Kathy is banned and never told about Wuthering Heights or Heathcliff or Hareton. So like it's only as she gets older and like
As is his son is also he doesn't know anything. The
about
sickly child.
Yes. Right. Because he's escaped.
Yeah.
He's brought away.
So for a while nobody knows anything.
Yes.
And
Right.
then when Kathy's like 13, she goes for a run or something, and then goes
She's
to
a
Wuthering Heights.
rascal. She's like,
Yeah.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
like role playing as some like Arabian prince. It's something weird
something
like that. I forget.
Yeah.
she's basically like, I can outrun Nellie. She's like, Nellie is too
Stout. She calls
Stout.
herself
Yeah,
Stout. Yeah.
Roasted.
and Heathcliff is basically like, in Hansel and Gretel is just like, yes, come into my house. Yes. Here, I'm going to lock the door behind you. Ha 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 ha.
Let's be chill and normal about this.
Yes.
Here, meet my weird waif.
Right. Because so then who? Okay. I'm trying to remember.
I think we got to go broad strokes because moment by moment isn't going to work.
It's tough. It's
I'm
tough.
genuinely trying to remember the order in which they marry each other because they all.
She marries Linton first because Heathcliff in his this is his most diabolical.
Right, because he knows that Edgar Linton has like no male heir, and so it would go to her and is dying. It would go to his son if they're married.
Yes.
At that point, right?
Linton.
Okay. And then Linton
Is also dying.
also dying.
Oh, yeah, because there's that whole thing where he's like, come, and then he locks her in, and she's like, oh, I got to go back. My dad's dying. He's like, oh, your dad's dying? And he's going to be totally alone? Like he's not going to have you? He's going to be real sad because he's totally alone as he dies?
Why are
sorry.
you saying it like that?
I think you should probably hang here.
Sorry, that's kind of like the thing I want the most. So you're going to be here. Thank you so much.
And I'm gonna marry you to my son,
Yeah.
and he's gonna die the next day.
Yeah.
It has
Don't
to
even
happen
worry
now.
about it. Don't
Like-
even worry about
He's
it.
so sick.
Yeah.
But you gotta get
I
together.
barely know he exists.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, I've been brainwashing him some real incel shit.
Yes.
Where, like, any niceness he's shown you before, he's going to be like, no, I'm the dude.
Yeah.
I tell you what to do. I push you around. Even though I have no strength in my arms to do the pushing. But
And like those love letters he wrote you, I wrote them. Hey, like, hey.
Sucks to
Pretty
be you.
good.
I love bombed you. That was dumb. So then Lyndon literally dies the next day, and then that way Heathcliff has now achieved his ultimate goal of owning everything in the Moor, basically. Yeah. Which is pretty sweet, all things considered. I mean,
He doesn't seem any happier when it happens.
no, he's real
Yeah.
bummed. He's and then Kathy and Hareton begin a romance as well. They kind of.
I mean,
okay.
that's the payoff at the very end.
That's
Oh, yes.
yeah.
Okay, right,
That's once Heathcliff dies.
Oh yes,
kind
yes,
of.
yes. Right. Sorry, I was okay. Yes.
That's the like, oh, it's not going to be totally. It's been totally sad for like 150 pages.
Yeah.
But it's going to end okay.
It's
Yeah.
kind of fine.
It may be going to break the loop. I don't know. Maybe.
So there's like kind of like the epilogue. So it's like it ends with just like Heathcliff's got everything he wants. His son's dead. Edgar's dead. And then Nellie stops telling her tale.
Right.
And kind of wants to set up Mr. Lockwood with Kathy, being like, look, she's single. She's in that house. You saw her. She's pretty. And Mr. Lockwood's like, she is pretty cute, but I can't be whatever's going on in that house.
Based on everything you just fucking told me, no way.
That was not the story to get me interested.
I want
In
no
fact-
part of this.
Yeah.
Also, I just saw a ghost.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm gonna like pay rent for like 8 months on a
Yeah.
place I'm going nowhere near. Thank you very much.
He's like, I'm going back to London. See ya. But then for some reason, he's like, oh, you know what? 8 months later, he's like, I got to do some
me
hunting.
check in on him.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll return.
I want
Check in
to
on
check it out. And that's when.
I mean, there's no TV, you know? That's the only drama
There's
around.
not really anything happening. Could you imagine how bored you must have been back then? It's really crazy.
Well, it seems like you read a lot and then destroy everyone you know.
That's
so. That
you're
seems
driven
like your only
mad
two options.
by boredom, I think. Or
You
just-
pine, you read,
You
and
pine,
you
you
destroy.
read.
You work the
Right.
stables.
like maybe you become a craftsman or something,
Yeah.
and you're just like, this is going to be the best table of all time. I built it for 6 months. Like, it was awesome. Yes, he comes back, and then we see that Kathy and Hareton have now.
They've gotten together. She's teaching him how to read. And then Nellie tells him the grave fucking.
Yes.
Nellie tells him that when Kathy died, Heathcliff tried to get into her grave. And then her ghost appeared and breathed on him. And he was like, oh, she's with me. But she's been tormenting me ever since because I can never see her. Like,
Right.
she's always there, but I can't see her. She's tormenting me. Then when Edgar dies, he takes off a pane of her coffin so that when he dies, they can be like holding hands in the ground.
Merge into
And
one thing. Yes. Yeah.
And then basically right before he dies, he's like, Nellie, I see her. I'm really happy. She's everywhere. I'm talking to her.
It's actually
And
pretty
Nellie's-
chill. No.
Yeah.
And Nellie's like, eat some food. He's like, nah, maybe I'll die faster if I don't eat anything, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a crazy planet. Might just work.
It does, and he dies. And when he dies, he's like, I'm done. I'm ready
Yeah.
to be with her. Everyone in the book is like really ready to die. That's like the
Yeah.
one Victorian thing. They're like, I'm
Yeah.
stoked. Like, I'm really stoked
Well,
to die.
their lives suck.
Yeah.
I get-
But when he dies, Nellie looks at him and he's like smiling and like can make eye contact with her.
There is the moment that he threatens. He's like, oh, you know what? I might be dying. Maybe I should get a lawyer to make it so that nobody gets any of this property I've been hoarding for the whole book. And it's a little hazy, but it sounds like Nellie's just like, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Just stop eating and we'll get to that.
He's coming. He's on the way.
I haven't put in my time to get nothing.
Yeah. So in the end, it goes to Hareton and Kathy, rightfully.
Yeah.
And so they own both Thrushcroft Grange.
Yeah.
Thrushcroft Grange and Wuthering Heights, but they're going to destroy Wuthering Heights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like Kathy and Heathcliff redux.
Yeah.
We got it right this time, kind of.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, you know, the spirits of Kathy and Heathcliff are seen on the moors, frightening children and sheep.
Yeah.
And
They continue to be cruel.
Joseph sees them in the windows at night
Right.
and then on the moors.
yeah, you know, just frolicking and playing and scaring children.
And Mr. Lockwood kind of ends the book nicely. He's like, I went to their graves and I can't imagine them not being peaceful. And it's like, okay, that's a really interesting conclusion
Yeah.
to this story where, like,
Yeah, you don't really know what the fuck you're talking about.
You're kind of like a tourist here, dude.
Yeah, you just showed up.
You think you heard like an objective observer's opinion on this, but you have no fucking idea, dog.
Nellie left out like 82% of the story, my dude.
But that is interesting. Yeah, they end up. I mean, in
They're
theory,
all dead.
Everyone's dead, and two of them end up together in death. That's kind of nice.
I mean, technically, three of them end up together in death. They're all three of it's just
Oh,
the three
right,
of them.
yeah,
It's
'cause they're
Edgar,
three, boom,
Kathy,
boom, boom, yeah,
and
right.
Heathcliff.
Yeah, they're all there.
And they're kind of all holding hands.
That is so crazy.
He's still cucked.
He's still cucked in death.
Damn,
Cucked in death.
that's tough. That's what he likes.
Yeah.
When Heathcliff visits her body before he fucks her in the grave, he also fucks her in the coffin. And he takes her locket that had Linton's hair in it and puts his hair in it. So, she's buried with both of them.
Mm-hmm. That's, yeah.
Nellie describes it. She's like, the flowers were on the floor. It was very disturbed.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what he was doing.
Yeah, that's it. I was quite disturbed.
Yeah.
Hey, Emily didn't know what she was writing, okay? She'd never written before. She didn't have specific thoughts she wanted to communicate in a very elliptical way.
That was an interesting sort of digging into the critical reaction at the time of people just being like, what the fuck?
Yeah, this novel was very scandalous, not because of like whatever the ghosts and like maybe grave fucking, but because it depicted people of nobility so heinously. Like everyone,
fucking awful.
Yeah, everyone in this novel is horrible.
Yeah,
even Nellie. Like they're all irredeemable.
Yeah,
and at the time in Victorian literature, it's like the divine right of kings that like nobility are like divine. It's esteem, and so to depict like wealthy landowners with estates as like cruel, like they shape Heathcliff into who he's going to be. And they have a hand in this person they create. And that was very, like, shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they had it coming.
I think royalty's fine. Anyways.
Famously pretty cool.
I think royalists, it's fine.
Did you direct this movie?
Yeah, seriously.
They wouldn't let me.
We should do an American Wuthering Heights. We should set it in West Virginia. Let's go.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
I'm the person to direct it. I'm ready to go.
Yeah. We got to set it in high school, too, somehow. We gotta
Wait.
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh, shit.
We got to do a, what's the movie I'm trying to think of?
I don't know.
10
Things I Hate About You.
Yeah.
I was going to say She's the Man, but, kind of same idea. They're all Shakespeare, kind of.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, or another
true.
another high school retelling of
Othello?
Yeah.
Is Ethan Hawke in that one?
No, he's in the Hamlet where he
yeah.
like does To Be or Not to Be in a Blockbuster video.
You had to be
You've
there.
never seen that?
No.
You had to be there. It's really the time and place.
That seems really cool.
Because also like
Does he really do it in a block?
well,
You're not
and
fucking with me?
Yeah, and not only that, it's in the action section. He's like pondering, should I take action in the action section? Like,
Justin, you have to stop topping. It's going to end up in Emerald Fennell's next movie.
I know.
She's going to take that wholesale.
She's just going to start putting words on the screen, like, above the characters, like, so that you... I described Saltburn once as, like, a millennial baby sensory video, because that's how it felt to me. And how would you describe Wuthering Heights?
I mean, it is just... It's like... If your Cliff Notes of Romeo and Juliet and Wuthering Heights got merged and you were not paying attention.
with also like a weird,
and you had a pretty
random
bitchin' camera.
smattering of Gone with the Wind as well.
Yeah.
Like
It's a weird pastiche without understanding what you're pulling from.
100%.
Kind of feels
I stole
like.
that from a Instagram reel. I didn't have the original thought about there's an odd amount of Gone with the Wind in the movie, but there is.
There is a little bit, yeah. I can see sort of Margot Robbie being like a Scarlett O'Hara knockoff. Another, like, what a very woke movie Gone with the Wind is. Like, great job, Emerald Fennell. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
She's not.
This is the only one I've seen. I haven't seen Saltburn or
Promising
Young
Woman.
Woman.
Yeah, no, this is my first as well.
But they based on how people describe her movies, they all seem to be pastiches of way better movies, but not understanding why those movies were great.
Yeah.
Like Saltburn he's just Ripley, right?
Yeah. But what if the conclusion of The Talented Mr. Ripley was that middle-class people are a danger to rich people?
Actually, I think that's what she does. She does like a what-if take on every property. She's like, what if Wuthering Heights was just about this fucking romance and nothing else mattered?
And also, what if poor people are actually too mean to rich people?
Also shoehorning in, what if poor people were bad and rich people
meddling in rich people's business and ruining their fucking lives?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think...
Even by the movie's token, Nellie being, like, evil, it's like, well, man, like, what the fuck else is she going to do? Like, her only friend is like, you don't exist. You're a servant now. And she's like, okay, I got my books. And then she's like, Nellie, I need help with this. She's like, well, what the fuck? I'm intertwined in her life. I might as well destroy it, I guess.
Destroy it, or again, like almost. It's tough to say that this is right, but it's like by the constraints of the time, like you kind of should marry Edgar. Like you know what? Like again, not that that's correct, but it is kind of correct. Yeah. So I don't. It's
What is she gonna do with Heathcliff? Like realistically, where are they gonna go? Because like.
She didn't even try. Damn it.
I mean, in there, obviously, like, of course, maybe that's better. But I guess
he just needed 2 years to get rich. Mysteriously, it's not a big deal.
He just needs to read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and figure it out. They become co-pirates, maybe. That could have been fun.
Yeah, true.
Kathy on the seas.
Kathy on the high seas.
No, she's pretty intolerable.
Yeah, she's a real Moor. Fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Well, so here's the biggest problem as an act of adaptation, and maybe this is, I don't know where we'll transition out of this, but it's like she's keeping all of their like petty, they're mean-spirited, they hate each other bullshit, and that they're just like generally kind of unpleasant people.
Yeah.
She keeps all of that and then is like, but it's a windswept, beautiful romance.
I know.
And it's like
the whole time I was like, why do you love this person?
Exactly.
I don't understand
no reason why they should like each other or we should be invested in their love story, because she keeps this thing where they're like, they're just terrible to each other and everyone. The amount of times people knock shit off of tables in this to make someone else clean it up. If it was a drinking game, you'd go to the hospital with alcohol poisoning. It's unbelievable. And so
buried next to your mound of bottles.
Yes, they bring me into the hospical room with the alcohol
bring
storage
my bottles
closet.
too,
Bring the
please.
bottles. Clink, 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 clink. As they try to pump my stomach. And it's unbelievable. So like they're so unlikable. They're not good people. Like, and again, I'm not even someone who's like, my characters have to be likable. Like you could, but make them interesting or do something with them.
It's a romance. It's gotta have that.
You need to be invested
really tough,
in the romance, and you really there's nothing to hang on to in any kind of an interesting way. Like there's nothing about it that's particularly like. There's just nothing to cling to.
Yeah.
So by the end, who gives a fuck about this?
If there's any aspect of it, like knowing that this is going to end in the romance way instead of like what is actually like the book way, which is more the tragedy way, she really spends more time setting up the attraction of them as opposed to like the romance of them.
Yeah.
And she's like, that's what makes it edgy. But it's like, but that also robs it of like, that depth that you're talking about. Like,
see, I thought it was going to explore the other side of that, of them being so irrevocably broken people that they find some solace in each other.
Yeah.
Like him, like clasping her, like her ankle or whatever. Because it's like, I've been beaten my whole life and I just got beaten. But like, my God, you're so pretty. Please let me be a part of your life. Like, I thought I was going to explore that a little bit more. And I was like, that would be kind of interesting if they're just, cause, I mean, she's insane and he is obviously like beyond helping. He's just beaten, broken down. I was like, explore that. No.
If you're going to go the whole distance of putting Wuthering Heights in quotes and you're adapting your memory of having read it at 14, the real thing she said, then just fucking go for it. Like, again, just put, if you just want the setting, if you want the names, if you want like the basic structure, but then truly adapt it into something else. Because if you're going to keep the things about it that are like thorny, but then also kind of keep you detached from it, then I don't really know what you're gaining from having adapted it to begin with.
I suspect the original, because like originally just going off of vibes and memories is an interesting way to adapt a thing. It could have been interesting. I feel like whatever that was so bereft of anything that they were like, you got to put the fucking book back in there or something.
I felt like
put the skeleton in.
Yeah.
I felt like every time she scratched at sincerity, there were moments, particularly with Jacob Elordi, where I felt he really was tortured, right? And I felt like he really loved this person. And every time we were in a scene where that sincerity started to be scratched, she like deflected with irony. And that really frustrated me because I agree with you. If you wanted just to be like a vibes adaptation, I'm fine with that. Like 10 Things I Hate About You, that's a vibes adaptation. And it works because it keeps the structure, but it changes the characters.
Yeah, you keep the soul of the thing.
Yeah. And I would have been fine with that here if she hadn't shrugged at every moment for like a genuine human story. Like the bottles are funny and like the...
There's a lot of purposeful humor in the movie too, which I was surprised by.
it's almost like, here's my ironic take. Like, these are scare quotes, Wuthering Heights.
Yeah.
And, like, I find that really boring.
Yeah.
Also, just a quick side thing, like the whole thing about the quotes, like how many movie posters have you seen that have quotes around the title, and it doesn't mean anything to put quotes around the title on a poster. Anyhow.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean anything.
No.
You may think that, look, I added quotes. It doesn't mean anything.
Justin, it's everything.
It doesn't mean
Justin,
anything.
it's simply everything.
It's like very like Vice Magazine 2009.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
this was like a Vice Magazine
Which,
2009
as a
adaptation.
14-year-old adaptation kind of makes sense.
Yeah, like, but
Yeah.
also it didn't commit to that.
Yeah,
If
it
you wanna-
doesn't commit to anything, which
No.
is ultimately my major problem with the movie. It never commits to anything. Anything interesting it does, it forgets or dismisses.
It hints at and then like backs away from.
Yeah, and it's like, why
Very
even do
quickly.
this, dude?
It's like, oh, I don't want to be cringe enough that I show real suffering or real love. And it's like, wow, what kind of sad life do you live? Like, you know, you're begging your actors. Your actors have to take it seriously. Like, you
Yeah.
have to make the movie serious or camp enough. That's why, like, Isabella was so great in the movie. Because she
Yeah.
was just like, I'm in a different movie. I'm in a camp movie where I get to be...
She was
Yeah.
pretty fun, yeah.
Yeah. But, like, Jacob Elordi and poor Margot Robbie, like you have to be serious about this?
Yeah.
But, like, you're not allowed to be. I don't know. That was, like, very upsetting to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's total. It's like, yeah, it's terrible. It's bad. It's bad. It's really bad. I don't know what else to say.
But the cinematography was good.
I thought it looked beautiful at times.
Yeah, it
I
does.
was like, this is a bummer. What a beautiful scene. It's all garbage, but like, what a beautiful looking scene.
It really is. I mean, it's hard to fuck up those landscapes, I think.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know.
But the house was ugly. Like, the Wuthering Heights house. I was like, why did you make this look like a Geneva jacuzzi music video? You know what I mean? Why does it look like this? Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand. It doesn't fit the aesthetic of anything else in this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, the Linton house is wild as shit, too, though.
Insane.
My God,
The
that house.
1,000-hand
Oh, yeah.
fireplace.
The, like, you know,
Yeah.
whatever.
Or
cocktail
Edgar's
hands.
home, like his bedroom is like super green, and then the scene right before he's like wearing the green robe, and he's like disappearing. Like, again, I think maybe she's saying that he's like not a big part of her life anymore. He's kind of like disappearing into the house or something. But yeah, it's an insane house. Like, it's a really crazy. And I was talking to Frankie about this as well, someone who's seen the movie, and was just like, it's so crazy to go with that style. The like, it's all kind of artificial feeling.
Yeah.
Like, its grandeur is like a set or whatever, because this is such an earthy novel.
Yeah.
Like, you're all in these fucking gross, dirty moors, and like, you know, but they're beautiful. But it's like, it's so earthy, and to make it so artificial feels like a complete misread.
Yeah.
But you know,
I mean, the whole thing feels like a misread.
it does.
It feels like you did not comprehend the novel at 14, and you don't comprehend it now, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or you don't care. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just feels like all of her movies are made for Instagram or like TikTok. They're meant, like, she has a fan cam at the end of her movie for her own movie.
Yeah, true. That's true.
Like,
Yeah, that shit. Man, that was wild.
like, I just want to remind you that this just happened.
This nice.
Like,
And wasn't it pretty?
it was.
was
You know what,
weird.
Charlie XCX, that album is really good. I have to say, justice for Charlie XCX, that album is good, and it understands the book way better than Emerald Fennell does, and pulls from the second half of the novel. Like, pulls lines out of it. I'm like, Charlie should have directed this movie. I would love to see Charlie XCX's Wuthering Heights. I bet it would fucking rule.
I mean, what's another 10,000 more versions of this story? So
Well, I think we're doomed.
We're gonna
to
do it
repeat
till we
this.
get it right.
We're doomed to repeat it again and again, much like this
Heathcliff.
insane family.
Well, that's I haven't read it yet, but I'm really interested because Bilge Ebiri spent a year watching the world cinema of Wuthering Heights and like ranking them. I haven't looked at it yet, but like he watched like 70 versions of Wuthering
Wow.
Heights that
I
have been
really
turned
wanted
into
to
films.
watch. There's like some pretty wild ones. There's like the all Japanese one. There's like the all Mexican one, which I think has a black Heathcliff in it. Like one of the only ones it does.
Andrea Arnold's does as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that one was pretty decent.
I mean, Emerald Fennell stole actual shots from that movie and
Of
put
course.
them in this one. Like the
Of
snails is from Andrea Arnold's adaptation.
Yeah, a lot of slimy ASMR
Well,
in this
she
movie,
stole
by the
stuff.
way.
She stole stuff from the
Kneading bread
the
and
39 as well.
snails.
She's just like,
Yeah.
Like, here's my Pinterest board.
Yeah.
Here's
Kind of. It is a Pinterest movie, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's Olivia Craighead, the critic who's been on Blank Check.
sure.
Her letterbox review was like, she has an eye for something. GIFs, maybe?
That's pretty scathing.
Yeah, it
God
was
damn.
tough.
Oh my
But
god.
it is kind of...
If I saw that as an artist, I would fucking die inside, dude.
It feels just so hollow to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It really is. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we?
It did feel kind of long.
A little long.
For
Especially-
half a book, it crazy long.
Yeah.
Sorry.
'Cause nothing actually really happens.
Not really, no.
The marriage and her
Yeah,
death.
I mean, you take out the plot.
That's kind of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
you
he
just
rides
leave in
that
the
horse
romance.
for her coming to her death
Yeah.
for a long time.
yeah. That's
And
when the montage happens. That's when the fan
It
cam
is
happens.
the fan cam. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's also wow. It really is a fan
Yeah.
cam. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Because you just keep coming back to the horse riding.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, well, I was gonna say all the gross ASMR. Yeah, the eggs cracking, the eggs in the bed thing is
Yeah.
so
I thought that was
weird
a
and gross.
cute little touch.
It was not bad when
like,
it
was
came
an
back.
interesting
Yeah.
way of like saying he's back.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as the slimy ASMR, I was not a fan.
Again, that's
And just the kneading dough.
The
scene is
kneading
like,
dough scene was
uh,
crazy.
Yeah.
That's when she goes out into the
That's
field.
when she remembers what sex is.
Yeah. She goes out in the field and then Heathcliff catches her and puts her fingers in his mouth
Yeah.
and
I
lifts her
believe
up.
the timeline is
Curls her.
Yeah.
hanged man, erection,
Yeah.
forget about it, bury your feelings about Heathcliff, see someone fucking in a bar and go, oh yeah, sex exists, and then boom, you're out there masturbating on the moors.
Uh-huh.
And then she's like, "You did this to me."
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
like, okay.
I don't
Because he
know.
breathed on her when he put his hands
Right.
over her eye to
Yeah.
keep her from what? Yeah.
I mean, like,
And there's some maybe like he also had an erection. It's kind of hard to tell in that scene. He seemed to have some sort of shame about like,
There was a hitch in his giddy up or something.
yeah.
And it does work, but it seems like make more of that movie. Like, because
Yeah.
when they actually do get to fucking, it's not that.
Right.
no, he eats her out in the rain, which, like, I
So
mean,
romantic.
How, just out of curiosity, logistically,
Well, Joseph is hanging over with an umbrella.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, that's a really good point, Justin, because again, the whole build up to them getting together is this, and the whole thing with this movie is just like, it's a little kinky, it's a little
Yeah.
weird.
It,
and
yeah,
then
it's
they
sort of
have,
like, what if they actually fucked? And
Right.
It's
Yeah.
like, okay.
all right, well, they just have
It's
like
the
really.
last temptation of Christ of this. Is like,
Yeah,
what if they
basically.
actually fuck?
I, mean,
Yeah.
I would
happened.
watch that. I
Right.
would watch that. Jacob Elordi is hot. Margot Robbie is hot. I would
Yeah.
easily watch that. But in this movie, like
those scenes were, like, chemistry free.
They're truly chemistry, and then they're having like very vanilla carriage sex.
yeah, she's like
Yeah.
up and it's like you can't even see anything.
Right, we got nothing happening,
Yeah.
and then it's like, oh, but we've seen them watch a person put a brindle on someone's face, and then they're like, I don't know, we just go normal style. We don't know.
We're not into that stuff,
no, I
right?
covered
You're not
her
into
eyes
that,
for a
right?
reason.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Also, there's like, is Nellie like
They're fucking in the carriage and stuff.
Yeah,
I was like,
don't
who's
understand
driving
who's
the carriage?
involved in this?
Yeah.
Because clearly,
Because I feel like the carriage just stopped, right?
Yeah, he did stopped and then like I think they like ride into the shot. It stops and then he gets in.
Yes.
So, like, many people are aware of this
Yes.
situation.
happening. It's bizarre. I truly had the thought of like, wait, does she get out and like ride the carriage back? There must be a
Whose
driver,
carriage
but
is
I've never
that?
met another person in this movie,
Yeah.
so I don't know who could possibly be driving it.
That's the Waymo of carriages.
And that was the most interesting thought I had during the whole movie. How's she getting this carriage back home?
Yeah.
That's a side series as well. The Thrush the thrush cross upstairs, downstairs.
Yeah.
These wacky people.
Yeah.
All right,
They're fucking in the carriage again.
You're never going to believe it.
let's do final thoughts and then our ratings. I think we know our ratings, but let's do some final thoughts. Paige, you got any final thoughts about this situation?
The book or the movie?
The whole deal.
Yeah.
I love the book not for the romance, but because of how scathingly it portrays people who did not have the ability to be scathingly portrayed prior to its publication. So I really enjoy that everyone is miserable. Like, I like that there's that nuance, and yet you still keep reading because they're just also miserable.
Yeah.
I wish the movie had even 1/10 of that complexity.
Yeah.
In any direction. It doesn't have to be the one that's in the book.
Yeah, pick one.
Yeah, just 1/10 of it. If it was about sexuality, great. I would love to have seen like a really nuanced sexual adaptation of Wuthering Heights. You know, but that's not what we got. And so it's disappointing. But I also feel like the actors did the best they could with the material that they had. And so
I would agree, yeah.
I want to give it to them.
Yeah. Allan.
I mean, like I said, this isn't my type of book. So I wasn't super feeling it. But retroactively, after seeing the movie, I have so much more respect for the novel itself. Me hating that movie so much made me realize how much I actually did like of the book, even though it's still not my thing. But I think it is a very well told story. It's just the naming convention really fucking pissed me off. I had the flu during it, so maybe part of that's on me.
I didn't have the flu and really would often.
I also listened to the audiobook, 2 different ones, because the first one I was like, I'm not retaining any of this. I think she's speaking too fast. And then I got the flu. And then I got a different one who was like an older British lady who also did voices. It was pretty good. Patricia, I can't remember her last name. But yeah, I do. Yeah, I respect the story.
Well, quickly, what I was trying to say is like, I listened on an audiobook and I also would have to like rewind 2.5 minutes to be like, wait,
I felt so stupid. I know I've said it many times, like I should have read this instead of listening to it. 100% should have read this one instead of listening, because it was uphill battle.
Hold on. I'm going to try and find a Joseph page to see if you can enjoy it written out. Hold on. Because it's just other people can talk. I'll find it at the end.
Movies 11 out of 10. It was great. I want you to go see it. I was very happy revisiting the book as an older person who was not being forced to read it for a Brit Lit class where I mostly watched Bollywood and played cricket. Shout out Ms. Heimlich.
Hell yeah, dude. Did you guys watch Lagan?
I don't remember which one. We watched.
Oh, I knew I liked you, dude. Lagan rules.
I don't know if we watched that one. We watched Brian.
You would remember if you watched it.
Lagan is like the Titanic of.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah,
okay.
Seriously.
I mean, I did watch. We watched a lot of like Bride and Prejudice. Obviously, was the crossover there. But anyway, I enjoyed it a lot more this time. This movie's really bad. Again, it's gutless. It's gutless. It's inert. Like she hints at all these things that this movie's going to be about, and then it's never about any of it, and it just kind of lies there. Just kind of a dud. So I would definitely recommend the book over the movie.
Nice. A little bit ahead of because we're.
Oh, is this not a final judgment?
I segue into it a little bit too.
I
almost said that.
So not a final segment.
I'm not trying to. I wasn't trying to yuck your yum. I was just sort of like, you're teasing it. You're teasing it. No,
it's very clear what we all.
Are you
think.
trying to Emerald Fennell me? You're trying to yuck my yum? That's what this whole thing's about.
Okay. Yeah.
It's funny because I had just started Volume 2 shortly before you were like, dudes, I'm too sick to do this. Yeah. We got to push. So I wound up taking Volume 2 slower, which I think was a bad idea because like there's so much misery in Volume 2 that isn't even in the movie. That
2 is also way more plot heavy.
Yeah, there's going back and forth a lot.
But by the time I got to the end, I was like, oh, this is quite satisfying with it all brought together. So I think it was more just like a pacing thing. It was like dwelling too long in the misery of Heathcliff's machinations. But yeah, it's a classic for a reason. It's a great stinking book. as we sort of said, I think the movie teases a lot of interesting ideas and ways to subvert the book or even like adapt things in an interesting way, but then develops absolutely none of them.
Yeah.
And leaves the cast, who I agree is great, kind of adrift. So that's my take. All right, so which did we think was better? Ready? At the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. The book.
Movie. Oh, wait, what?
No, I
The
thought
what?
we all agree.
Oh, no. I was lying the whole time?
What if I had come on this podcast and said I loved it?
It would have been interesting.
That would have been interesting. Yeah.
At the very beginning, I was like, maybe this will be okay, you know?
I truly
I was
went
pretty
in
open
thinking
in the
like
beginning.
I'm not as attached to the book as I know a lot of our friends
Yeah.
and people we know are.
Yeah, and I was like, this is kind of the perfect way to
Yeah.
watch a version of that.
Yeah.
I bet it'll be fine.
Yeah.
And I left furious.
Yeah, same.
Truly. It's like, yeah.
I
Yeah.
wanted the best to happen.
I would every time out of 10 out of 10 times would rather come out of a movie pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
as
And like
opposed to-
we mentioned, there are moments that are pretty good.
Yeah, there's stuff.
There's just not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I really would want to like have my preconceptions thwarted, but it's like, no, you pretty much followed through on what my preconceptions were. So, yeah.
If you wanted to do a bodice ripper, like make it a bodice ripper,
Yeah.
you know?
just do the thing. Just do it.
Yeah.
It's like so all of it is so half measured.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, isn't Promising a Woman is just
I mean,
it is 45,
45,
but no actual violence?
Yeah, like doesn't actually go to the places that movie went like 20 years before that
Yeah.
one. Yeah, it's great.
and I mean, the ending is just like anti-feminist, basically.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
yeah.
God damn it.
I was like, when that movie came out and everyone loved it, I was like, am I taking crazy pills?
Yeah.
Like,
I think I specifically did not see it because I was like, I don't know, it doesn't sound good, but it sounds like they're really taking people to task if they don't like it. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to bow out entirely.
It was COVID. Nobody knew what was going on.
That's what
was a wild time.
That's still what I'm going to say because I only saw it the one time. I was like, I think it was just the pleasure of being at a drive-in movie that I was like, yeah. This is great, hooray!
yeah, I know. I don't want to yuck people's yum on that movie, but
I am going to try and watch them at some point. I just
come on.
I
I
have
think you're
everyone's
okay.
bad thoughts about it in my head. I'm like, I'm just not going to like it, I don't think.
I don't think so. It's kind of like getting a Botox injection to the prefrontal cortex. It's just like really smooth brain.
Okay, that sounds kind of pleasant, actually.
I think that was maybe the most positive review of Wuthering Heights I read was that, like, it was smooth-brained people needed a Wuthering Heights too.
Yeah.
It was like the direct quote that I read, and I was like, and they're like, and I mean that as a compliment. And I was like, oh, okay, that's the only positive thing I've read. So that's crazy.
Kind of nice, I guess.
Yeah, you know. Yeesh.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being with us, Paige.
Thank
Yeah.
you for
Did you have
having
anything
me.
you wanted to plug or say at the very end?
Yes, I have 3 things to plug. The first is the Emergency Workplace Organizing Committee, which is a national group that helps anyone who wants to organize their workplace, whether into a union or even just marching on the bus, to help organize. I help run the Southern California local of EWOC. We meet bi-weekly. If you're interested, hit up National EWOC at workerorganizing.org. The second thing I wanted to plug is the Los Angeles Tenants Union Law 2. Join your local Law 2 chapter to fight back against your landlord. And the third thing is wear sunscreen. Your girl got skin cancer at 36. I'm fine now. It was removed, but wear sunscreen.
True. I've always been told to do that.
Yeah. What a nice note to end on. Legit. That sounded like I was being
Yeah.
sarcastic, but I was like, nice little food for thought.
Those
and
are all helpful things that are better than the movie we just watched.
yeah. So it wasn't a total waste of time.
It's a net positive.
Yeah. Thank you for being with us, listeners. We'll be back next month. We haven't decided what our next guest or picture will be, but it'll be something great. In the meanwhile, I know I'm going to talk to a guy about Weird Al Yankovic, so you know that's going to be fun. So come back for that. Come back for the next Better Than the Movie, whatever that is. And Heathcliff, it's me. I'm Kathy. I've come home and
Catherine.
I'm so cold. Let me in your window.
Wow, double treat.
All right. Bye.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Skylight Books podcast series. We hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to check out the book featured in this episode, or others, please visit skylightbooks.com. If you're in the Los Angeles area, stop by for one of our live in-person author events. You can find a calendar on our website. If you like this podcast, leave us a review. It really helps us out. Our music is by Duck the Piano Wire. Till next time.
Do you see the Guardian review?
No.
That compared it to the Zone of Interest?
Oh my god.
No, wait, that was Melania. Oh my god.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
that's also fair and accurate.
Okay, edit that out. I got the two confused because I read them back to back.
But you know what? I believed
stays
it.
in.
The fact
I
that I
also believed
believed it
it. I believed it
immediately
wholeheartedly.
speaks to a higher truth.
It's going on end credits. Like, we'll cut it out in the body. People that stick around, the sickos that stick for the
Sick freaks.
Yeah, the Easter egg at the
The
end.
blooper of me forgetting which review called it the Zone of Interest.
Great.